Hello, my name is Nico Caracassis, and today I want to talk about AI, automation, its progress, and its ethics. So, to do this, I wanted to talk about a situation. In this situation, there's a company. There are many workers working in this company, and they have very little education. This could be perhaps because they couldn't go to school, they could be immigrants, maybe they weren't accepted by other jobs, or their resume wasn't good enough. A lot of possible situations. This is a big company, and let's say it manufactures shoes. Just plain normal shoes that can be mass produced. This is a very repetitive task, and they do this in and out every day for many hours. The company spends a lot of money mass producing these shoes. And so the CEO of the company is questioning whether he should automate this repetitive task with an AI. With today's technology, it seems a lot cheaper and more cost productive to just automate something repetitive to, of course, save on money and make it more efficient, since an AI can work day and night, of course. The CEO is kind of stuck between paying the people who work for him hourly wage just for a few set of hours a day, or whether he just go with the AI and automate his business, which would let it keep running for hours on end, non-stop, even at night, with a lot less of a cost, because he doesn't have to pay an hourly wage to many workers mass producing the shoes. Let's say, at the end of the day, the CEO decides, hey, I'm going to automate my production. He says yes to automation. In this case, he decides to lay off all of his workers. They have no more jobs, and now the company is able to make a lot more shoes than before at a faster pace for cheaper. So, is this good or bad? Is this ethical or unethical? I want to base this off of the Jobin et al. 2019 codes. Basically, these are a multitude of codes that state what AI should act like to be ethical. One of its codes is beneficence, which is the one I want to use as a standard for what this AI, the automation of the shoe company, should achieve in terms of ethics. The beneficence code states that AI should actively promote good, not just avoid harm, but proactively contribute positively to human flourishing and society. What this means is that AI shouldn't just not try to hurt people, but it should constantly be trying to help people. It shouldn't just sit and not do anything. So, what does this mean for this instance, where the CEO decides to automate his company? So in this case, automation can have positives and negatives. Of course, automating the company's mass production will help in reducing shoe costs. This is because the more supply there is, if there's more supply and less and the same demand, the price will lower. And so the shoe cost for the normal population will also lower. And this will also increase the income of the remaining workers at the company, meaning the CEO and other workers, will probably get paid more. This means that, for example, the CEO and the workers there will probably have a better financial situation. This could help them with their families, with any mortgages or other things they have to buy overall. On the other hand, though, automation costs a lot of layoffs. This means a lot of joblessness. An increase in joblessness, an increase in debt, because without a job, people could go into debt if they don't have some sort of financial backing. This could also cause homelessness due to not being able to pay perhaps home bills and hunger. It overall affects the workers who got laid off financially, and the financial issue that they have would just be a lot greater overall than the positive that automating the company can actually bring. If we're basing this off of the Jobin et al. Codes, which states that AI should not just avoid harm but proactively contribute positively to society, we can say that this is unethical due to there being more issues than positive outcomes, let's say, from automating the business. Of course, something like shoes, lowering the shoe cost for people is very helpful for a lot of families, but it's not going to be that much of a change. There are probably a lot of other companies that can sell the shoes at a lower cost. And for income, the workers and CEO, it will benefit them. It will raise their income, and it will probably make their lives slightly better. But for the people who are laid off, the negatives that affect them are much greater than the positives. The beneficence code proves that this is not benefiting the countless people who got laid off. Joblessness, debt, homelessness, hunger, and many other issues that come with having a bad financial situation will most likely outweigh the little or small positives that can come out of automation. At the end of the day, the people who didn't have very much education and had this as their main source of income would probably be in a lot of trouble without this job. So if we use the beneficence code as a basis for what is ethical and what is unethical, the automation of the company seems to be unethical due to the negatives outweighing the positives in this very situation.